delay. I keep forgetting there's like a delay. Okay, there we go. Awesome. All right. We had kind of a different stream going on tonight. I'm going one-on-one with Big Pat from Big Pat Sports Talk. Joe might be here at some point, but that being said, ready to kick this off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Get over here! Hi, I'm martial art master Daniel Casino. You know me as the original Johnny Cage, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Reptile, and Smoke. You are tuning in to NerdCage Live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. Don't miss an episode or you'll get caged. So let's finish him.
This is Anthony Marquez, better known as Kung Lao for Mortal Kombat. Make sure to like and subscribe to NerdCage Live. Be there. Us.
Hey everybody, this is Dave Niebuhr from Dog Eat Dog, and you're watching NerdCage Live. So like, share, and subscribe to this channel. These are great guys doing what they love to do.
NerdCage Live and gaming are a perfect match.
Shoot the J, Joe. Okay. Shoot it!
All right!
Over on NerdCage Live on Twitch, Jay and Joe go live.
Call me Bazooka Joe.
It's all about you.
Kaboom! Playing both old school and new school games every Tuesday night. Ooh, what a sight!
Jay, stop looking at her face and run.
But she's so beautiful!
So be sure to follow NerdCage Live on Twitch.
Run for your life, Joe. Run for your life, Joe.
Running!
Run faster! Oh no, Joe! The galaxy's doomed because of you!
To scratch your gaming itch.
Oh, nice kick, Joe.
Thank you.
Yo, that's diabolical. Wait. Yo!
That's twitch.tv/NerdCageLive.
Hi, I'm Leah Montalongo, the OG Sindel. Please like, subscribe to NerdCage Live.
Hey guys, it's the original Shao Kahn, Brian Glenn, and I'd like you to subscribe to NerdCage Live.
This is Ernie C. from Body Count. You're tuned in to NerdCage. Can you like and subscribe?
Greetings, citizens. You're now trapped in a nerd cage. We hope you have a smashing good time.
You're now about to witness the strength of geek knowledge. Hello, welcome. That's right. Once again, you are trapped in NerdCage Live. This channel is a celebration of all things pop culture, including the New York Giants and NFL. Season kicks off tonight. So, if you are new to the channel, please hit that like button and subscribe. I'm your co-host, JSG, Certified Geek, Certified... I can't talk today. Certified Geek, 7 days a week, coming to you live from yours truly, the land of the orange, the land of Tom Cruise of Syracuse, New York. And I'm moderator Trollhammer. Joe of FallenOne Gaming is stuck working late, so he'll hopefully pop in at the end of the show, but I know he's lurking there somewhere in the chat. But please, ladies and gentlemen of NerdCage Nation. You know him. He was here a few months back. Please give a nice warm welcome to Big Pat from Welcome to Big Pat Sports Talk and the Blue Crew Productions. How you doing, my friend?
Man, I'm doing good, NerdCage, man. Good to come back and chill and talk whatever we finna talk about today. I know you guys talk about a whole bunch of things, so what we got going for today, man?
Yeah. Well, before we get started here, I just want to welcome the lurkers in the chat as well as our friend Artara in the chat. Thanks for being here tonight. I know it's a little quiet. I know this is also a day, well, we go on around 8 o'clock, so I know this is an early show for some of y'all, and of course, I know there's other live streams going on tonight, but that's all right. If you're catching the replay, we appreciate you being here. Again, hit the like, share, and subscribe. By the way, we just hit 1,860 subscribers, so thank you to everybody who's been sharing our content and all that. And I just want to promote real quick, if you haven't already, please check out our Crash Bandicoot G Fuel energy drink food review, as well as the Spyro energy drink food review, and of course the podcast version of the NerdCage Live video game console tier maker with Fist Vegas, Shaq Oatmeal, and Tablock 99 is available on all podcast platforms or on YouTube, as well as our live stream with Sean Wick of JT's Reborn, which is also available on all podcast platforms, and our latest stream from last week, Jimmy O from Joe Blow, celebrity interview extraordinaire. Awesome show. We really got into it. Had a lot of cool celebrity stories, so please check out that live stream. It's also available on all podcast platforms as well. And then, not Friday, because I'm going to a concert, but Saturday night, Joe and I will be twitching Resident Evil 5 co-op. So that'll be twitch.tv/NerdCage Live Saturday night.
That was co-op.
Yes, Saturday night, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And then, guys, we're going to have a new video drop on Sunday night. The Tetris G Fuel food energy drink food review, and then finally we will be playing God of War 2 on PlayStation 2 on Tuesday on twitch.tv/NerdCage Live, and then a week from tonight, Adam from Scribe Productions returns to NerdCage Live. You know that man has got stuff to get off his chest, so get ready. It's gonna be insane. Yeah, Pat. So we had you back on back in March. How things have been on your channel? How's the Big Blue Crew? Anything new and exciting? Anything you want to promote, man? The floor is yours, man. We just want to know how you've been.
Oh man, we're just promoting the Big Blue Crew network. We're gonna get that started for you guys. We've all been doing pretty well. Everybody's channel's been growing. I'm over 3,500 now.
Congratulations.
So for that. Right, 4,000 coming soon. Everything's been.
Any special plans when you cross 4,000 subscribers, Pat?
Yes, I'm actually planning to start doing members-only streams, especially when I get up to 50 members. We're at 25 right now, so we're halfway to our goal. Once I get to 50 members, it's going to be members-only streams, members-only film breakdown on the New York Giants. And then it's going to be like a members-only raffle giveaway as well. It's going to be some Big Pat Sports Talk gear given out. Maybe a Xbox, maybe a PlayStation 5. Just depends on which prize I feel like giving out on a monthly basis, especially when I get to 50 members. The more members, the more prizes that's going to be given out, basically.
Also, you have a merch store as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the Big Pat my videos, or if you just hit my channel, is right underneath the description, man. All the products there. You click on the Big Pat Sports Shop, you go copy you a hat, go copy you a toboggan, copy you posters, man. We got everything: cups, mugs, bags, shirts, hoodies, everything that you want. Big Pat Sports Shop got it. I actually have my own clothing line on there as well. It's called Nice Fit. I have that on there as well. And the What Are You Doing collection is on there as well. So got a lot of things going, man, with the Big Blue Crew and Big Pat Sports Talk. We're just striving to be the best that we can be, man.
Yes, and shout out to your co-hosts Joel and Lou. You guys have something special going on there, so definitely. And as a fellow Giants fan, I definitely appreciate you guys' honesty. I appreciate the fact that you're one. At first, I'm not. This is not a slight against the other Giants YouTubers, but it was just you guys stuck by the team. Like you guys never trashed our roster. You know, like you were honest. You guys gave the unpopular opinion that should have been popular, but you guys went with your own gut, put your reputation, yourselves out there, and say, listen, Daniel Jones is the man. Have faith in this rebuild, etc., etc. And like I said, you never wavered off. So just like I said, I appreciate you being one of my personal voice of reason to listen to Giants content and whatnot. So big props to you, because I know there's got to be some pressure. So for those who don't understand, I'm a different kind of content maker, but before these sports content makers and the Giants content makers, there's kind of like an underlying pressure of giving in to the popular narrative and what the media is saying. And Big Pat and the Big Blue Crew never gave in to that bullshit. So just give this man his flowers.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's tough having your own opinion and sticking to your guns. There's been a lot of things said about the Big Blue Crew, me, Joe, Lou. Been a lot of things said about us in this Giants content world, as you want to call it. There's a lot of pressure to be, what I say, negative towards the team.
Yeah.
I just call it pandering. It's guys that think they're just smart because, hey, the more negative stuff I say about the team, the more views I'm going to get, because that's what people want to go to. They just want to look at stats. They just want to. And I like to look at the whole game in general. I want to know the reason why they're getting the stats that they're getting. And once I saw that, I was like, yeah, Daniel Jones is not him. It wasn't him. It's the people around him. If you can't see that, then something's wrong. But like I said, the pandering goes on. You keep bashing the Giants, you're gonna keep getting views. But
and not
I
to
go
mention,
the other way.
I like the fact that you are also, AKA the Black Madden. And
Yeah.
I like the fact that and this is something you can definitely appreciate for those who don't really know the X's and O's of football, but Pat will make videos where he breaks down plays. And it's really fascinating. Like I said, he really is Black Man, because like I said, Pat is so cerebral when it comes to the game of football. He understands the X's and O's, positioning, what went wrong with this play, how this play could have been executed better, etc. Really gotta check that out. And like I said, for those who just watch football casually, or bet on football, again, Pat breaks shit down. And speaking of Madden, man, Madden 24 is coming out. Do you plan on getting it? Do you compete in Madden at all?
And I started competing in Madden years ago, man, when they made these Maddens to where all you have to do is run flood concepts and you can beat everybody, man. I've been telling people, man, y'all got to stop buying that game if y'all want it to change, because if you keep buying it, you keep going to do the My Team thing on there, they're never going to change it, man. It's like the most novice of people can go out there and just do flood concepts and beat everybody. It's like zones don't even work on the game no more. Cover 3, nothing works on that game anymore if you know what you're doing. But
Yeah,
I haven't bought Madden in a minute, man.
The last Madden I bought, to no surprise, was Madden 16 when Odell Beckham Jr. was on the cover. That was the last Madden I bought. And that's the only reason why I bought it, is because Odell Beckham. I really haven't been playing Madden in a long ass time. One thing, honest truth, I was happier, and you can appreciate this as a 90s kid. I liked it better before EA took over the NFL. Like, I liked it when we had our 2Ks, our NFL Blitz. Blitz is my favorite. Hell, even what's the one that Microsoft, I think it was NFL Game Day. Like, there are some.
Yeah, Game Day. You had Quarterback Club. You had a bunch of games out there, bro. But once EA took over the license, it's been downhill since. Because those 2K games were actually better.
Yeah. Like I was a fan of NFL Blitz because I'm a huge fan of arcade-style gameplay. And NFL, no rules, and of course, I was a huge NBA Jam fan. He's on fire, like I was that. Oh man, so that was my thing, was NFL Blitz. Hey, Super Tosh World, good to see you, bud. I always appreciate your support. Actually, I want to make a little bit of a transition, Pat. Since we're talking games and we're talking sports. Were you a Fight Night fan by any chance?
What? I was a fan of that when it was called Knockout Kings. Man, Knockout Kings all the way to Fight Night Champion, bro.
Can you agree? I mean, I know there's the UFC game, but can we agree that it's time for Fight Night to come back?
Man, I've been waiting for a Fight Night game for 10 years now? When Fight Night Champion came out, that was one of the best.
I didn't like that one personally.
You didn't like, man? That was one
I
of the
liked
the
round
one.
3. Round 4 was alright. I really loved round 3.
Round 3 was off the chain. But just the Fight Nights period, those games were good. It wasn't just good boxing games. Those were good games.
You didn't have to,
I could play those all day.
Boxing to like that game.
Right.
And I used to love playing online. Oh my gosh. Playing online, making your own character, like your own customizable.
It was like a RPG. It was like a RPG, like a role-playing game, like you were playing Final Fantasy or something, but you was leveling up your boxer. Man, I love those games, bro. I wish they would bring it back.
Okay, our turn in the chat. I'm trying to keep it balanced between nerd stuff and sports stuff. I'm trying to keep everybody happy tonight. But Artara, she's a Chicago gal, and she mentions that she's forever a Bears fan, even though they struggle. I want to talk about the Bears just real quick, because I kind of have a soft spot for the Bears. Not when they play the Giants, but I love the city of Chicago. I love Chicago, but the Bears are in an interesting position right now, Pat. I think Justin Fields, I personally think he's the guy, personally, but he needs to do something this year. With DJ Moore on the team. I want Pat to talk about this real quick. So, Artara, there may be hope for you. So, Pat, break it down. What's going on with the Bears, real quick?
Okay, with the Bears, you gotta think the best thing that happened to that actual division is Aaron Rodgers left. He went to the New York Jets. So you got the Vikings, Jay Jettas, Kirk Cousins, you know who they are, but their defense has always been suspect. Then you got the Packers with Jordan Love. Nobody knows what he is, and there's a bunch of young guys out there with him. There's no veteran presence on that team besides the running back position of Aaron Jones and Dillon. So if you stop that run game, I like to see what the Packers can do to you. Their defense is it's pretty good. Now the Lions, I believe that's the up-and-coming team in that division as well. But the Bears have a chance. Right. The Bears have a chance, bro. They have a chance to get that division with Justin Fields. They got DJ Moore, Chase Claypool, Mooney, Cole Kmet, the tight end, Herbert, and Deontay Foreman from the Panthers. They did some things on the offensive line. They made some adjustments to the defense. If they allow Justin Fields to play his game and get him some wide open throws, I think they're a hard team to beat because his athleticism is off the charts. And if you make any mistake, he can take off for 20 yards on you and in the blink of an eye, it actually turned into a 60-yard touchdown, which can make it tough on you. So I give the Bears a heck of a chance. I got them finishing right behind the Vikings in that division. I think they beat the Lions twice this year.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. And for the record, if the Bears somehow squeak into the playoffs and they face the Giants, I would absolutely attend, whether if it's at MetLife or at Soldier Field. By the way, Soldier Field might be gone soon. But
yeah, I think
we get a Giants-Bears playoff game, whether if it's in Chicago or New York, I will be there. I will absolutely be there. And
that's
low-key,
old school there.
I kind of hope it is in Chicago, just because I'm not afraid of you Chicago people. I'll wear my Giants gear and everything. I fear Jay St. G fears no one. If I can face the Philadelphia Eagles fans, I can face and the Buffalo Bills fan base, I can face any fan base. Just throwing that out.
Bills fan base is crazy.
Oh my lord!
But
if you were in upstate New York, man, if only you knew, Pat, they are loud. They're loud, and they have no right to be. They haven't done anything. They had 4 chances in a row, and they couldn't even do nothing.
And got beat up.
And if I'm gonna take it there, I think they're like on the downtrend, personally.
Yeah, I think they are too. I think this is their last year of dominance.
I think
because
Miami.
Go ahead.
I know you got Aaron Rodgers with the Jets, but I'm not sold on the Jets. I really feel like Miami.
I'm not sold on the Jets.
Yeah.
If Tua is a good quarterback, Miami's definitely the team to look out for. But they've always had a history of signing a bunch of people too, and not doing anything with them. So I don't know. But I'm looking at Miami because they got young talent infused with a bunch of older guys. So.
Absolutely. All right, so Pat, so like I said, last time we had you on was back in March. Oh my God, it feels weird to say that because that was over 6 months ago, man. It feels like it was yesterday. But since last time we had you on the show, man, have you played any new games? Have you seen any movies or any new TV shows since you've been on the show that you want to talk about? Or there's any movies? I don't know if you call it Barbenheimer or anything like anything that you've seen since you've been hanging out with us, Pat.
The thing that I've seen since the last time hanging out with you guys was the new Transformers, which was pretty good.
Yeah,
and John Wick 4.
Oh
John
my
Wick
God,
4
I loved John Wick 4.
It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And they're saying that there's going to be a 5. I thought they killed them off.
No,
but they said it's going to be
they debunked that. It's not happening. But we are getting a prequel television series called The Continental that takes place in the 70s. And we're getting a spin-off called Ballerina, which is same universe, but a female John Wick, basically.
Oh, man. So they said they're not going to do the 5th one?
No, and honestly, I'm good with that because, well, I don't want to get into spoilers, but let's just say they don't have to make another one, given how the 4th one ended. But Pat, Pat, we're both action fans and whatnot. Can we agree that John Wick 4 may be a top 5, just based on the spectacle? I'm not saying as a movie, but as a spectacle, some of the best action and fight choreography ever put on film.
Right. You're right, man. I watched that John Wick from beginning to end, and it was exciting from beginning to end, bro.
And it was a 3-hour movie, but it didn't feel like a 3-hour movie.
Right. I was sitting there, I was watching around 10 o'clock at night, man, and the movie went off. I'm like, man, it's down to 1:30. I was watching that movie for that long. But it's like action from beginning to end, bro. They don't waste any time.
Yeah, Hiroyuki Sanada was awesome. Scott Adkins wearing a fat suit was awesome. I mean, and then of course Donnie Yen, the blind guy. Oh my God. We love Donnie Yen here at NerdCage Live. Like, oh my God, that was, again, I still think the first John Wick movie is the best one, narratively speaking. But if I'm going like spectacle, man, that 4th one just blows them all out of the water. That 4th movie, I mean, like, that's like up there for me as far as like,
holy cow,
like Terminator 2,
something.
Die Hard. What's up?
That was Scott Adkins, the dude that was dealing the
car.
Yeah,
the fat suit.
That was Scott Adkins.
The German guy. That was Scott Adkins.
With the gold teeth and stuff. Okay. Yeah. That was him. See, I wasn't even paying attention. I was so ready for the action. I wasn't even paying. That was him in that fat suit.
I knew it because we interviewed on Joe Blow, which is the website I work for, the YouTube channel I work for. We interviewed Scott Adkins and the director Chad Stahelski. We interviewed the both of them, so I knew that was Scott Adkins going into the movie. So I was excited to see.
Okay, man, they had some people in that movie, man.
Yeah, that, like I said, as far as like an American production, like that was like I said, some of the best action choreography I ever seen. Like, I thought the 3rd one was mind blowing. This one took it to the next level. Like, everything. Like I said, like you just said, it was never a dull moment. A 3-hour movie. Well, Pat, making the lateral move over the weekend, I saw Equalizer 3 with Denzel, my favorite actor. Pat, you have got to see Equalizer 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. Is it as good as the first two?
I again, just like with John Wick, I feel like the first one's the best one. The first Equalizer is my favorite. I like the 3rd one more than the 2nd one, personally.
Okay.
And I will say this, just to prepare you. I'm not spoiling anything. This one's got the most blood and gore and guts compared to the other two.
I'm in then. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a good action movie, bro.
It's fantastic. It's definitely a top 5 movie for me. My favorite movie, and you need. Oh, here's no perfect. This is perfect talking nerd stuff and movies. My favorite movie of 2023, Pat, is Air Jordan.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not wavered off. I think Air is the best movie of the year. For the record, it's streaming on Amazon Prime. Fantastic movie. It's, because you and I lived that era. The Jordans and all that. So that was like, we lived that era. So that's my favorite movie of the year. But along with that, Mission Impossible 2.
Pretty good.
John Wick 4. Operation Fortune, and of course Equalizer. Like, those are all my favorite movies of the year. And just on the of course Mario and Barbie. So yes, I love Barbie.
I can't get into that. No, I can't get into that one.
I laughed. I'm looking at Screaming Man. Keanu Reeves took stunt series and actually learned all the tactics himself, which helped everything. Yes. And Screaming Man, thank you for popping in. I think this is my first time seeing you in the chat. So thank you for subscribing and all that good stuff. But yeah, you just said Keanu Reeves took his craft serious, and it paid off, and now he's become like the most beloved actor in Hollywood. So we can't wait to see what his next one is, and I'm gonna miss that John Wick run he had. I really
man, I wish they could have done John Wicks like they do these dumb Fast and Furious movies. John Wick could have went on for a long, long time. He could have. But
it's my roommate. Okay. I didn't realize it was... sorry, because I got your Twitch username. I know what your Twitch... I didn't know what your YouTube username is. But yeah, I can't get into the Fast and Furious, man. It's too much. I know. Shout out to Fist Vegas. That's his favorite movie franchise. But I said to Fist, I'm like, I can't do it. Like, I stopped after 5. I couldn't do it no more. Like, it's just,
man,
it's too
and they got
much.
a lot more to make because they bringing The Rock back. So
yeah, I guess what they're doing is Fast X is supposed to be one of a first part of a trilogy, and they're also going to do another Hobbs and Shaw movie in between. So it's just like, so basically they're going to be doing at least, besides Fast X, they're going to be doing at least 3 more movies.
That's crazy. So they're going to do X2, X3, Hobbs and Shaw, and then they're probably going to do another spinoff of another character. Man, they're driving that franchise literally. Like, no pun intended, they're driving that franchise.
Yeah.
But man, I was hoping they came back with a John Wick 5, bro. They
talked about it because of how much money it made, but then they pulled all some, like, they pulled the plug because they're like, well, how are we gonna do this? So
it would be kind of hard to do it, but they would have found some way to do it.
I feel like they ended it on a high note because how many? I think you can attest this. Like, how many part 4s are actually good? It's crazy enough that sometimes the third movie of a trilogy can't even stick the landing.
Yeah, but most trilogies aren't even that good.
But the fact that they did a 4th movie that's arguably the best one, like...
Yeah, it's between 4 and 1 for me too, Cage. Like, real talk, because number 1 will always have a special part to me, because number 1, that was like one of the first movies of that genre, like that John Wick movie. I was like, what the hell? This is dope.
Yeah.
And then number 4, I'll say this. Number 4 is the best when it comes to action. I mean, from start to finish. It was crazy action in that movie. Switch it up real quick.
Yeah.
What do you think about the new Expendables movie? Do you think
I can't wait.
It's gonna be any good,
I can't wait.
Adding 50 Cent, was that a good move, man? Adding 50 Cent, man.
You know what? At first, I was scratching my head, but when I saw the trailer the other day, I'm like, okay. I'm like, I can get behind 50 Cent. Like, he's been in movies before. He obviously had his own biopic, Get Rich or Die Trying. He did pretty good in, what's an Al Pacino movie? Righteous Kill. So he's one of those gifted musicians that has acting chops. He's got charisma, and between the last year's Super Bowl halftime show and from what I saw in that Expendables trailer, the man got back in shape. So, and I'm not trying to fat shame nobody, but he looked awful in that Super Bowl halftime show. I'm not trying to diss him. He was not in shape. Because growing up in, 50 Cent was basically everything in high school. So, like, I remember how jacked he was in the club video and all that. So when I saw him at the Super Bowl halftime show, I'm like, oh my god, like he went from 50 cents to like 50 kilos. To 50 kilos. So like, so hopefully, but based on what I saw in that trailer, I'm like, okay. I mean, I'm all here for an Expendables 4. And now I didn't dislike Expendables 3, but Expendables 4 needs to be rated R. It needs to be action. It needs to be blood and guts. So yeah, I'm gonna be Expendables 4 likely on opening night. Oh wait, no, I won't, because that's the night of the Giants 49ers game. I won't be there opening night. So I'll have to see. I will see opening weekend. And I trust Sylvester Stallone. Sylvester Stallone's one of my many of my idols. I trust Stallone. He's gonna do great. If he didn't think he could do a good fourth movie, I don't think he would have done it. I think as much as I have like a wish list of other like action stars I'd like to see, I think 50 Cent's gonna be great in this movie. And Expendables 4 does look promising. Coming off of Equalizer 3, Expendables 4. I think this is a pretty good month that the box office desperately needs right now with all these stupid strikes going on.
I'll tell you one thing. We got a couple of minutes left.
Yeah.
I didn't like the fact that he had to leave the Creed series. I don't know what happened.
There was a studio falling out. But I did like Creed 3 though. But I wish.
Yeah, Creed 3 was nice. I just wish, you know, you gotta keep the original. You see, I got it in the background. You gotta keep Rocky somehow in that series, man.
I think he'll come back. I think they'll do one more Creed movie, and I think they'll bring back Stallone for one. I think they got one more Creed. I think there'll be one more Creed movie, and I think Stallone will be back. Also, Creed 3, for the record, set the record for the highest box office for a sports movie ever made.
Yeah, Creed 3 was good.
And that was Michael B. Jordan's directorial debut.
Oh, what a hell of a debut!
Yeah,
that made some money.
I did have some problems with the movie though, and this is not really spoilers. We can talk about it real quick. And you're a boxing guy, so I would definitely want to talk. Any chance I get to talk boxing, I love talking boxing. My problem with the movie is obviously Jonathan Majors' character. Well, he was in jail for 20 years, turns pro, which I don't have a problem with, but he gets a shot at the title. We won't say how, but he gets a shot at the title by fighting Benavidez' little brother, or older brother, David Benavidez.
Yeah, I guess you say that's the older one.
Yeah, Jose Benavidez, who did a great job, by the way. My problem is he wins the title, but there's just no way that going into the fight between Creed and Jonathan Majors, there's just no way that a fighter like Adonis would have been an underdog. No way. I know he had time off, but I just found it weird that they get a boxer who was 1-0 with the title was like how the hell was Creed the underdog? It just didn't feel like a true underdog story, like an underdog fight to me.
Yeah, because normally Rocky. He's the underdog in all his fights except for one.
But even
that was the first fight between Mr. T. Yeah, he was the underdog of the Creed, and then the first movie against Mr. T, he was the favorite, and then he gets knocked out, then he becomes the underdog in that movie too. Then you got Dolph Lundgren in 4, he was the underdog. 5, I guess you could say he was the underdog because he was an old man fighting Tommy.
Yeah.
Then they made another Rocky too. I think we was fighting Tara. I believe he was the underdog in that one.
Antonio Tara was Mason the Lion Dixon. Yep, who was the current champ of that era. But what we're all getting at is like every single Rocky and Creed movie up to that point. Like
he was the underdog.
But to me, Jonathan Majors, as great as he was in that movie, even though he's got some questionable character issues going on right now, but that's another conversation for another day. But I just find it hard to believe that a guy who was in prison for 20 years, that's 1-0, would be like the favorite. I just find it a little hard to believe. But I understand it was a personal story, but it just didn't feel like a true underdog story to me as far as the Rocky goes.
What they did was I guess they wanted to play on the crowd that he was retired and he had to come back out and he had to get back in shape and everything. But
then though, like even if you're retired but you have that much experience, you should still be the favorite fighter. That's how I look at it.
And then, like, how can you make another Creed? Like, what are you gonna do to make another Creed? Because you've already gone the Russian way.
Yeah.
You've already used that route. You can't do the Mr. T route because that was just this one. You got to compare that one to like Mr. T, the guy that comes out of nowhere and becomes the champion. And like,
yeah,
I don't know how you make another Creed. Like, who's gonna be the battle? What's the battle?
Honestly, you know what I would like? And I hope Sylvester Stallone happens to be watching this, but here's my pitch for a Creed 4. We got to see Dolph Lundgren Drago get a good, proper send-off in Creed 2. I would love to see Mr. T get that same treatment. I would love to see Mr. T come back with Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder, as his son fighting Adonis. That's what I want. I want to see.
Wow.
I want to see Deontay
the Bronx
Wilder.
Bomber.
Yes, I absolutely believe that man has. By the way, I love it. He's my favorite boxer. I love that man. But I believe
he definitely has the character to do
charisma. He's got charisma. He could pull off a Creed/Rocky villain. Why not have him be Mr. T's son? The timeline works perfect. I would absolutely love to see them. Stallone, I will pitch this to you. Please, let's have a meeting. Let's sit down on Zoom. Let's talk about
that's
this.
an absolutely...
Just put my name in the credits. I don't want money. Just put my name in the credits. I don't want money. That's my pitch.
I can actually see that. And it actually might be good.
Yeah.
Or I got another one for you.
Yeah.
Creed had other kids, right?
Yes, he did. We haven't seen them. That's another thing. Where have they been?
Right. Have him actually face one of his actual half brothers.
That could be a good one. And then I got another pitch for the Rocky series. I would love to see a prequel, even if it's a TV show or a movie. I would love to see a prequel about Mick. I'd like to see a movie about a young Mick and an up-and-coming Mick set in the 1920s.
Okay, Mick. Yep, prequel to Mick. That would actually be good.
Yeah, I would love to see
because nobody knows Mick's background. Well, you know his background, but you've never seen.
Yeah. There are some details here and there that the first two Rocky movies kind of talk. They mention. When he's talking about, I was a young fighter like you. But I never had a manager. Like, so there are seeds set in place. So I would love to see
where you can show how good Mick's hands were back in the day. Yeah, I can see that.
Hell, you know who'd be a good one to play him? Maybe not like a young Mick, but maybe like a Mick in his like 30s or 40s. I would love to see Edward Norton play Mick. I think that's a good pick right there. But I would love to see a Mick prequel. Hell, I wouldn't even mind seeing an Apollo Creed prequel. How he got the title, but I think Mick would be a good one.
You never seen Apollo got the title either, so yeah.
Yeah, they briefly reference it in the first Rocky movie when Rocky was sitting at the bar, but that was all we got. So, but yeah.
I don't know, man. Hey, the next time I'm on here, man, that might be a good subject, man. Just
you know what? Next time we do this, Pat. Pat, next time we do this, let's do let's bring in the whole Blue Crew.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see if we can get everybody to come on at once. And man, that's a pretty dope idea though. That Deontay Wilder idea. I like that idea.
Speaking of Deontay
I actually think that will be box office.
Actually, man, because I don't get to talk about boxing much, but let's just talk real quick. What it's looking like in the heavyweight division, and then we'll call it a night. It looks like we're gonna get Deontay Wilder against Anthony Joshua in January, and then of course, Tyson Fury's got to get past Francis Ngannou, which he will, even though I hate Tyson Fury, but he's gonna win that fight. It is what it is. But then we're gonna get Usyk versus Fury to unify. And then potentially the winner of Wilder Joshua will fight the winner of Fury and Usyk. So if it plays out the way I think it's going to play out, I think we're going to get Wilder Fury 4 at the end of 2024.
That's going to be an absolute war. If we get a Fury Wilder 4, I think that would be an absolute war.
For all the marbles, because here's how I look at it. Yeah, Fury won those fights, but Fury did get a long count twice. So people will pay to see it. I think people would pay to see a fourth fight.
Yeah, you definitely. That's the fight. That's the only fight you really want to see in boxing when it comes to the heavyweights. Nobody else brings any, what do you call that, pizzazz to the ring but those two, man. That then Ghana, Francis Ngannou and Fury. That's a money grab. You know that ain't no real fight. But Fury, what's his name? Cusick or
Alexander Usyk.
Yeah, Usyk. That's gonna bring some ratings. I think Usyk has a little bit of a chance, man. He might have a little bit of a speed factor against him.
He would have to outbox him. I don't think he'll knock him out. The only way he can win is if he outbox him, like he did with Joshua. I just think Fury's gonna be too
he's
slick.
not. Yeah, Fury's gonna. I'm not saying Fury's gonna knock him out, but if anybody goes down, it's gonna be Usyk in that fight.
Yeah, because Anthony Joshua staggered him. He didn't hurt him, but he did stagger him. But if he can take Anthony Joshua's power, I think he can take Fury's power too.
I think Wilder is gonna knock Joshua the fuck out.
I say predicting third round knockout.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a quick fight between those two, because Joshua is not. Everybody said he's this boxer type dude. He's not the elusive guy that he has to be in order to get past Wilder. He's gonna sit there and take one of those Wilder shots and he's going down.
Yeah.
And that Fury, and then it'll be Fury Wilder for the undisputed, and then they'll both retire after that fight. And unfortunately, I'm gonna give it to Fury. I think he outboxes Wilder again.
I think so too.
But I think it's gonna be.
We're all gonna watch because you know that you cannot bet against the Bronze Bomber when you got that great eraser, that power, and that man-made born power that can't be taught. You gotta you'll be at the edge of your seat just waiting. Will Wilder land another? So
I think Wilder lands one on him, a good one, and makes him and drops him again. I just think Fury is and every time he gets back up, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Wilder has to hope that one of those shots that he hits him with puts him out for good.
And that the ref actually does a fair count.
Yeah, right. But Fury always seems to get back up. No matter if the count is long or not, however you want to put it. When he gets back up, he tears that ass up. Yes. Wilder is not. It's not a bot. I don't want to say he's not a boxer. He's not. He's more of a straight right type guy. Like if he hits you with a straight right, it's lights out. Only person I've seen get back up from that shit is Fury, and that surprised the hell out of him. And that's the only guy that's able. It's the only guy that's able to beat Wilder. Yeah. And I just think it's sad the way people really try to put Wilder legacy down because he lost to Fury. Fury was the only man that man lost to.
Yeah, come on, and 39 knockouts. It's insane.
Yeah. And he's knocked out everybody that he's faced except Fury.
Well, he knocked him down, so he's basically knocked down every fighter he's ever faced.
I think he knocked him out in that first round, that first fight. They just gave him a long ass count.
Same with the third fight.
So I think Wilder's legacy in my mind is set. He should be recognized as one of the greatest of all time. But I think when he goes to that Fury Wilder 4, which looks like it's going to be one of the last big heavyweight boxing matches for a long time. Because I don't see any heavyweights below them that's worth anything. Maybe Andy Ruiz. He's quick and big, but none of those guys will bring the numbers like those two gentlemen have over the past, about 7 years.
Yeah.
They really saved heavyweight boxing with those fights. So
they absolutely did. But I think the pound for pound the best right now, without a doubt, is Terrence Crawford, and I really do hope he moves up to 168 to face Canelo. That'll be a fantastic fight, and that'll be a win for the both of them.
Yep. But I think Canelo's been ducking and dodging for a long time, so I don't think we'll see a Terrence Crawford,
he
Canelo.
Can't turn down this kind of payday. This might be the best payday both of them that they'll ever receive.
Well, Canelo's received some pretty big paydays. I don't think there's a payday you're right. I don't think there's a payday more than Terrence Crawford right now.
Yeah.
I think Terrence Crawford is the cash cow at boxing right now. Hopefully he's able to take advantage of it. He's already, 35?
Yeah, he's 35, but he's a young 35. And
yeah, he doesn't take many hits, so I can see him fighting into his 40s, man. Hopefully he's able to cash in. Cause
I think he's got 2 years left of it. I think he'll go to his 37. I think he'll go to the 37, maybe 38. I think he's got a couple years left.
Well, hopefully he gets about 3 or 4 mega fights out of him to make him upwards of $100 million in those fights, because he deserves it.
He will.
Because he's been BS'd a lot by his representation, and he's just now reaping the fruits of his labor. So hopefully Terrence Crawford, yeah, that sucks for him, man.
Yeah, because people like us, you and I, we always knew. It's just unfortunately he wasn't given the opportunity until just a couple months ago.
I see why you say everybody was running from him. That's true. Everybody was running from him.
Yeah.
That dude was a monster, bro.
Well,
that
Pat,
dude's a monster.
This has been absolutely wonderful. Thanks so much for coming on my platform once again. We cannot wait to have you back. Maybe we'll have the whole crew on next time. I would absolutely love to come back on your channel, call a few games together, or talk post game with you. But Pat,
you're always welcome, bro.
Oh, I appreciate that. Well, Pat, before you go, oops, did I lose him? Or was that just my placeholder?
Oh, okay. I think that was your placeholder.
Okay. So, Pat, before we go, can you please just plug yourself in one last time, and we'll call it a night?
All right. Like I said, this is Big Pat Sports Talk, man. Best Giants content creator on YouTube. Yes, I said it. But you can go to Big Pat Sports Talk. Just type in Big Pat Sports Talk. I'll come up. If you're looking for Giants content, I'm your guy. You can catch me in just about all my friends' content. NerdCage. Try to support as much as I can. Try to put out as many videos as I can as well. Follow the Big Blue Crew, G Nation Inside Sports, Classified 3F with Joe, Unpopular Opinion Sports, man. We're a whole crew, man. You see it in every video at the end. So I appreciate you, Cage, for letting me come on, man. It's always a joy coming on here, man. You get to relax and just talk some movies and stuff. Nothing better than that, man. I appreciate you letting me come on here and just chop it up with you, man.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate it. Joe, how's it going, bud?
Better late than never.
Here's Joe. Yeah. He's late.
Yeah, no, it's all good. We understand Joe was working late, but we appreciate you being here. But Joe, you're right on time, Joe. Let's plug in our stuff real quick before we go, Joe. So, Joe, Crash.
Our Crash Bandicoot G Fuel energy drink food review. If you haven't seen that, go over and see it. It was a lot of fun to make.
Yes, and then one that just dropped yesterday, Spyro.
Yes, the Spyro Dragon Fruit G Fuel energy drink. We did a food review on that, and that was also amazing.
And then, of course, our tier makers are now available on all podcast platforms.
Yes, our video game console tier maker with Fisk Vegas, Tabmock 99, and Shaq Oatmeal of the Round One podcast.
And with Sean Wick, also available on podcast platforms.
Yes, Sean Wick from JT Is Reborn was on the show.
And last week's stream
with Jesus of Joe Blow Celebrity Interviews, Jimmy O was on the show.
And then Joe, Saturday, not Friday, because I'm going to a concert Friday, so Saturday.
Yes, Saturday we will be back punching boulders in pure Resident Evil style with Resident Evil 5.
Co-op, baby.
Me as Chris, and Jay, of course, is Big Tit Sheva.
Yes, and then Joe, tentatively speaking, Sunday, Tetris.
Yes, the Tetris G Fuel energy drink food review.
And then Tuesday,
we are back to God of War 2.
And then finally, a week from tonight,
Adam from Scribe Productions will be back on the show.
Yes, and Joe, plug in social media and we'll call it a night here.
All right, if you want to get us on Twitter or Instagram, both handles are at nerd_cage. And our Discord is always available in the description. Become a member there as well. And our Facebook discussion group that is NerdCage Nation. We love everything you guys put up there. No spoilers, no politics. And for God's sakes, keep it civil.
Yes. And I just want to say thank you, Big Pat Sports Talk. Man, he's Took time off his busy schedule between work and calling the game to be here tonight. So, Pat, thanks so much for hanging out with us again. I just want to say you are one of my voice of reasons when it comes to the Giants content makers, man. Like, I appreciate everything you do, man. Keep up the great work. Keep up the great production, man. I see you. I notice the production value that you've been putting into them shows, man. So, again, congratulations. You're fastly approaching 4,000 subscribers. And congratulations on that. We can't wait to chop it up with you again, and we can't wait to collaborate with you again in the future. So thank you so much. So that being said, everybody, we previously ask you to like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, and spread that shit like syphilis. So to USA, from yours truly, Syracuse, New York, to all of our friends around the world at NerdCage Live, and welcome to Big Pat Sports Talk and the Big Blue Crew Productions. As always, enjoy life. Stay safe. Eat your vegetables, do your push-ups, go to the gym. And I'm going to say it right here, right now. Let's go, New York Giants. I'm taking that 11-6, baby. Let's go. Everybody have a good night and enjoy the Kansas City Chiefs-Detroit game tonight.
Good night.
Yeah. Gonna be calling that tonight, Big Blue Crew.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, thank you very much.
NerdCage Live and gaming are a perfect match.
Shoot the J, Joe. Okay. Shoot it! All right.
Over on NerdCage Live on Twitch, Jay and Joe go live.
Call me Bazooka Joe.
It's all about you.
Kaboom!
Playing both old school and new school games every Tuesday night. Ooh, what a sight!
Jay, stop looking at her face and run.
But she's so beautiful.
So be sure to follow NerdCage Live on Twitch.
Run for your life, Joe. Run for your life, Joe.
Running.
Run faster. Oh no, Joe. The galaxy's doomed because of you.
To scratch your gaming itch.
Oh, nice kick, Joe.
Thank you.
Yo, that's diabolical. Wait. Yo!
That's twitch.tv/NerdCageLive.
Ooh, trying to get out of the nerd cage, are ya? Well, before you go, hit that subscribe button. And if you're really intrigued, ring that bell. Thank you for dropping by. Until next time, tell everyone you know about NerdCage Live!